you? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Gnome Warlock.
Greetings.
Today we are in Ratchet, guys, and we are going to turn in some quests today. Going to turn in Deviate Eradication. We may try to collect all of these Deviate hides. We could also get the 99-year-old port as well. And then after that, we can make our way down here, turn in Devourer of Souls, and that will start the quest chain for our succubus. So hopefully we can get that done today. And I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. Interesting news came out about Ashes of Creation, which was, considered to be a potential WoW killer. One of many. But it sounds like they are not going to complete the game. Even though they had like a game going, people were playing it. But it looks like it's over, I think. It's pretty much official. Yesterday was like kind of up in the air, but now it seems like it's official. Seems like the CEO, Steven Sheriff, has resigned. Not too sure what will happen. Maybe someone else will pick up the reins. Who knows? It'd be kind of hard to pass it over, though, when you put, 10 years of your life into a game. And also, millions of dollars as well. Supposedly, Ashes of Creation raised over $3.2 million from 19,576 backers during its initial 2017 Kickstarter campaign. While it is considered the most funded MMO on that platform, the project is primarily self-funded by Intrepid Studios, with creative director Steven Sheriff reportedly contributing significantly more. Totaling tens of millions to ensure development without relying solely on crowdfunding. And I've heard rumors that supposedly there's like over $150 million invested. That's an insane amount of money for them to not finish it. And then you wonder, like, why are we getting a lot of new MMOs? Because it costs an insane amount of money to make them over here. That's why WoW is king. It's tough to beat WoW. WoW was going down though, and like during Battle for Azeroth, it was kind of like dwindling a bit because people were getting kind of like burnt out. Like the honeymoon phase was over for Mythic Plus and World Quests and all that stuff. Legion passed. Everybody loved Legion. And then BFA kind of just tried to run the same playbook. And it was just starting to get a little old. People were getting sick of, the World Quest grinding. And it took a few expansions after that to really, like, get rid of it. Sort of, like, truly went away, the World Quest grinding in Dragonflight. But Classic WoW revived the game, I think. Especially in China. It's insane the amount of people who play WoW in China. It's like there's like 11 million people playing Wrath of the Lich King over there. Like, they love Classic. I love Classic. It's a great game. Retail's cool too, like the end game. I like the end game retail. It's hard to keep up with the story though. Once they started going to like multiple different planets, and then it started really getting confusing when they started like going back in time and time traveling. That's when it got a little wild. I think that was in Warlords of Draenor. Which we may see, guys. Maybe we'll see Warlords of Draenor in, wonder if, our demon can get down here. Can you get down here? Probably not. Oh, wow, you did. How the heck did you do that? Can you get down here? Can you get down here? So, yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of, not possible. So maybe we'll see him soon. Alright, let's turn this in.
As a disciple of Narlex, I commend your bravery.
We're gonna get the sizzle stick, I think.
Your aid in ridding the caverns is the first step in our long plight to see the barrens restored.
17.6 damage per second want. Well, there he is. You made it. How'd you do that? He only comes... How'd you do that? He just teleports. Voidwalkers can teleport. Alright, demon skin time. Playing a lot of paladins, so I'm gonna be a little rusty on the warlock, but we'll see if we can get some deviate hides. If this place is completely dead, guys, we'll just try to get the port bottle. We won't really go for the deviate hides. Oh, look at that, a fellow warlock named Soulfire. Is there another group here trying to get this guy will invite me. No, not that kind of guy, eh? Osho's a druid. I could actually mob tag pretty quick. I don't know what's like the fastest way to mob tag here. Probably stand here like this. Doesn't always spawn here though. Yeah, this place is looking kind of rough. One thing I could do is, I don't know what layer we're on, but we could layer hop. Because this place is like, I don't know. It's been ransacked by whoever's been running through here. Sometimes could be there. Usually he spawns here. Should I layer? Peace Bloom there, that's a horde quest. I think it's called something, I don't know, it's some plant you gotta collect for a horde quest in here. And believe it or not, guys, we're not done that survey yet. Still have a few questions to go here. It's like he's still waiting here. Weird how he doesn't invite me. I'm gonna invite him. What the heck? I can't invite him. This guy, like... Am I in a... Maybe he's in a group or something. Inspect. But yeah, quite a few more questions to go. One of them was, we left off at the player. It's section 4. I think the next question is, should the Horde have paladins and the Alliance shamans? And the answers are no, leave it as it was in vanilla, yes or no opinion. My answer is no, leave it as it was in vanilla. I like having shamans and paladins be on different factions. I think it gives faction identity. Might have mentioned this in the last video, maybe, maybe not. But it gives you like multiple playthroughs through Classic when you play Horde and you raid as Horde and you like go through the whole game on the Horde side. It's actually much different than the Alliance side. It's like a completely different... It just feels different. It's almost like a completely different game. The cities you go to are different, that you hang out in, like... The quests are different. And the raiding's different because instead of paladins in your raid, you have shamans. So you don't get all those paladin buffs. You have to watch threat a little bit more because you don't have, you know, the paladin buff that drops threat generation by 30%. But you get Wind Fury Totem. Did he find him? No, invite. Invite. Dude, oh my gosh, invite, man. Wow. Savage. He got him, though. Congratulations. I'm gonna go over here and tell this priest. He's gonna be standing there all day. I wonder, imagine that guy didn't even have to quest for it. No, he's gone. I'm layering here. Let's just layer. Going layer 9, guys. It's insane how many layers are up right now. Look at that. This place is awesome. This is the layer we want to be on. Look at all the mobs here. Yeah, if you're having trouble with the quest, just do that. Go to looking for group chat and just type layer. And the guy... somebody will invite you, dude. And you'll just layer over. We're getting wrecked. Taunt him, taunt him. Good jobs. Sarfog the Beast. Let's get some shards here. Wonder how hard it would be to get these hides. Actually not too bad. Looks like we're getting them. Make ourselves a soul stone. Yeah, layer 9 is where it's at. Yeah, they got 10 layers going, guys. Means there's a lot of people playing. Last time it was like this was during the launch of the fresh hardcore servers. It's like 10 layers people playing. It'll go down though. Probably by the time phase 2 comes out, it'll all be, or maybe like halfway through phase 1. It'll probably go down, but it might not because they are speeding up the phases. So maybe that'll keep people's interest. So what happens is people just get, once people get into that raid logging vibe, they quit. When there's nothing to do and all you do is just log in and raid, usually people end up like unsubscribing and they stop playing. Because they go, they get their character to max level, they do Karazhan, Gruul's Lair, Megs, make Therodon's Lair, a couple heroic dungeons, get their character some gear, and then they kind of feel like they beat the game and there's not much more to do, which is true, and they kind of just hop on the next game that's getting a lot of hype. And then it goes back down to like 4 layers, which is usually where it sits at. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be wrong. And we'll actually have like people playing TBC throughout like almost the entire expansion because of how quickly they're pushing the content through. Problem is we got to get this Warlock to 70. I've got a lot of time. I'm going to try to pump it on him, but we'll see how it goes. We might... Goal is to miss phase 1, and hopefully we can start catching up in phase 2. And then phase 2 will be our catch-up phase, and then by the time we're at phase 3, we'll really start to... We'll be caught up with everybody else, and then we'll get to enjoy, you know, Black Temple, and eventually, you know, Zul'Aman, and then Sunwell Plateau. Get to enjoy progressing through that when they first come out. But we'll be pretty weak, I think, when Phase 2 launches. Because it's coming out pretty much in the beginning of spring. Phase 2, right? Like, I think we're only, like... Phase 1 will just be February. That's it. Maybe like a week or two into March. But it's supposedly Phase 1's going to be pretty short. I think we'll probably see it Phase 2 in April, like early April. Alright, well, we're killing everything here. We can't find that Mad Maglish guy, though. It's cool that we're like the only ones here, though. It's kind of... I feel like a kid in a candy shop right now. Got the whole place to ourselves. But no Mad Maglish. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long to get these last 10 hides. It might, though. Pretty good item from it. You get a backpack, 10-slot bag. Put that in our bank. I don't mind grinding for it. Not a bad quest to do if you're... it's kind of a must. If you're playing self-found, you really want to get that bag. Bag upgrades are huge if you're playing like a hardcore self-found character. Not bad for us, though. We would get to put that in the bank, which is not too bad. Wonder if Mad Maglish is down here. I'm not getting too lucky with the Deviant Heights. This is all we've gotten so far. We've done a whole dungeon and then cleared this place out. Let's go and try to find Mad Maglish here. I want to at least try to get the 99-year-old board quest done. It's such an easy quest to do. Yeah, and let's do another question here. Should classes be reworked? New base abilities and spells, class role combinations, etc. There he is. Mad Maglish. And the answers are no. Vanilla classes have distinct class fantasies that make each play through unique. Yeah, that's true. Probably getting out of here, guys. Another answer is some quality of life adds like totemic recall, projection, Warlock summoning gate, combo point persistence would be nice, but don't fix what ain't broke. Not too sure about that one. Some new spells that modernize ability rotations, e.g. red paladins, just don't completely change them. Yes, go crazy with it, or no opinion. I think there should be some changes. Try to make it like Season of Discovery Phase 1. But don't go crazy with it. What I consider crazy is like Season of Discovery Phase 3 and 4. They just got too many abilities. Yeah, we're bailing on the hides, guys. We don't really need the 10-slot bag, but it would have been nice. We were like 3 away. I would have probably layered a few more times and tried to get it, but we need like 10. I don't want to just sit in that cave all day farming hides. So we're going to move down here now and pick up this dungeon quest, the Orb of Sorenrook, and then pick up What is Love, I guess, and Devour Souls. Yeah, they should make Red Paladins better. They should try to make it sort of like TBC, where every class is decent. You know, because Red Paladins kind of suck. Probably like the worst class in all of vanilla for PvE. And try to get like the classes that have mana issues to give them like a chance to boost their mana up a bit, like Boomkins and Alley Shamans are pretty good in vanilla, but they could use a little bit of a mana buff as well, and same with Shadow Priests. And these questions are on wowclassic.plus if you want to go through them and answer them and give them your opinion. Of the following, what is the most important change needed to raid buffs in Classic Plus? You may want to pick multiple, but only pick your biggest concern. Raid buffs should cost less mana. I don't know. Raid buffs should no longer require reagents. Raid buffs should be single cast raid wide. Raid buffs should combined so multiple classes can buff different things, like in Wrath of the Lich King. No, leave it as it was in vanilla, no opinion. I think it should be changed because buffing after raid is kind of rough. I'm not too sure we've answered this before, but I think raid buff should be single cast raid wide. So then you don't really have to worry about it costing like a certain amount of mana. It just allow people to buff a little faster and then get back to playing the game. Because nobody really enjoys the buffing process after a wipe. It takes a lot of time. Should talent specialization be reworked? No, somewhat, with only a light touch. Absolutely, I want to see reworks across the board, no opinion. I think they'd have to be reworked if you wanted other classes to be somewhat relevant, right? If you didn't want to have the raid meta be just warriors and healers, and then like a few casters. They'd probably have to rework it a little bit. Another question is, should new talent changes be added for classes? Guardian, Druid, Tank, Shaman. Answers are no new talent specs, yes, but limit the stuff that makes concrete sense. Definitely give everyone something new to look forward to trying, no opinion. I think they should, yeah, they should add Tank Shamans and all that stuff. It should be like Season of Discovery Classic Plus. Like, they should take some stuff from Season of Discovery, because Season of Discovery was actually a success. Like, during Phase 1, there was 10 layers of people playing it. And I think Phase 2, it was pretty damn good. And then Phase 3 started to fall off a bit because Anniversary servers came out. But Season of Discovery was good. So I wouldn't mind Tank Shamans. They had Tank Rogues as well. Maybe not that, but I think Tank Shamans are legit. Because they probably make Tank Paladins, right? So if Paladins can tank, might as well give the Shamans a tanky spec as well. I think we might have like answered these maybe.
Hey there.
Now let's turn this in. The dead outnumber the living in this ancient land. The greatest of warriors and sorcerers, poets, and artisans all lie buried beneath our feet. Eons of knowledge ripe for the taking.
Was your crossing difficult, adventurer? You have come a long way to speak with me.
This guy looks like
fear
Illidan.
not, I know why Gakin has sent you, and he was wise too, for I can help you in your search. In preparation for your coming, I used my sight to look over the world and through the mists of time. I have found what it is you seek. In the War of the Ancients, two lovers fell together in battle. Where they took their last breaths, a tree known as the Heartswood grew, a symbol of their undying love. That should be enough to tempt a succubus. You will find it in the ruins of Ordil-Aran in the northwestern part of the Forest of Ashenvale.
Oh my gosh.
Be careful. You need something? See you later.
Quite the story here.
When demons of the Legion fall out of favor, their spirits are imprisoned within orbs and distributed to their mages and warlocks. Many were carried by their servants in Azeroth.
Oh, we got a ways to go.
Still possess the powers of the demons.
We have to go all the way to
The
Ashenvale.
orb of Sora and Rook was broken into 2 pieces. One was further broken to be used by the acolytes
Are you
of the
sure what's
Twilight's
faster?
Hammer in Blackfathom Deeps. The other, larger piece was possessed by a wizard in Shadowfang Keep. Find them, and I can reform it.
Oh, nice. This quest is actually in Blackfathom Deeps. All right, let's see if we can do this, guys. It's gonna be a grind. Oh my gosh. Here, attack that guy. Taunt him. Let's start blasting this wizard down. We got quite a ways to go. Should we just travel through the Barrens? I guess we could. I'm gonna Hearth though. Maybe we'll just Hearth and take a flight to Darkshore. And then just run down. Or maybe we just run from the Barrens. We could just run from the Barrens. I think a flight would be actually slower, maybe. So have to fly up there, then run down. The time we fly up there, we might be like here. I want to go to this flight point anyways in Ashenvale as well. Actually, a few flight points we can go to these. I should probably pick up a few of those. I wanted to go to Booty Bay and get the flight point there. I'll just go on a little journey.
Superb. And just as I was about to lose my job too, I will see to it that Gazlo gets this gift immediately. Thank you, adventurer. Nicely done, I say.
All right. I'll just go on a little walk. Pick up a few flight points along the way. Yeah, quite the story was told here. Takar the Seer, 1,000 years ago, the mortal elves, demigods of the forest, and dragons fought against the Legion on the slopes of High Jal.
Do I have a deal for you?
I think this might have been added in TBC. Maybe, maybe not.
Have a good one.
Anathera and Letharian fought back-to-back where the battle was thickest, 2 lovers determined to survive the war together. But it was not to be. As their foes pressed close, Anathera's armor was pierced by a demon's tainted blade. In the thick of battle, there would be nothing to save her. Ignoring the battle that raged about him, Letharian dropped his guard to cradle his love in her dying moments, but the demons gave him no quarter and quickly laid him low. Anathara. Where the 2 lovers fell, the tree would bloom. The elves call it Heartswood. It will surely serve our ends. So this is how it ends, my love, says Anathera. Therian says, Anathera, I cannot bear to face the rest of eternity without you by my side. If you are taken from me, then let this be the day I also return to the earth. Years after the War of the Ancients, the wicked satyrs rallied their forces and sought revenge upon the Night Elves. I guess maybe that's what we'll run into here. Not too sure if we wanted any of these. We'll be going back to Ratchet anyways. Just probably Hearth back eventually and make our way to Booty Bay. Yeah, we're traveling through the Barrens today, guys. Yeah, I wonder if I've answered these questions. We'll go through them anyways. Should every specialization be competitive in both PvP and PvE and PvP? I think the answer should be no. Not every spec needs to be perfectly raid/PvP viable. Over-tuning for PvE balance could break PvP and vice versa. There should be like some specs that are good at PvP, and then if they're not good in PvE, it doesn't really matter. They shouldn't both like shouldn't have to be good at both. Should dual specialization be implemented? I think that's 100% yes. I love that we got dual spec now in Classic. Helps a lot. Because say you want a PvE, usually you have to PvE in Classic to get good PvP gear. You could have a PvP spec and a PvE spec. And maybe we'll do that on the Warlock, right? Or you could have, you know, an Affliction spec and a Destruction spec. Save you some gold, too, because respecking costs quite a bit. Should new professions be added? No, the originals are fine. Has new professions sound awesome? No opinion. I think they could add some professions. They could even add professions from later retail expansions. Like, we could have jewel crafting in vanilla or Classic Plus, right? Same with inscription. They want to do glyphs and stuff. I don't know if glyphs will be... I don't know if we would really want glyphs in Classic Plus, though. I think that was it. Yeah, that was the end. So there we go. We went through the entire Classic Plus survey. There's way more, though. There's actually more that we could check out. I'll look over those later. There's quite a few surveys. You can be there for a while answering them all. But I'll probably answer them all. Why not? Maybe it'll help. But to be honest, I don't even mind if it's like no changes and just an Unreal Engine version of Classic. Just to see what it looks like. Might be awesome. Because that's really what game systems are what matter the most, I think, in MMOs. Right? Like, I play a lot of MMOs or old games that don't really have the best graphics, but I just enjoy the game and the systems that it has. But if you just put a new graphics on top of that, there isn't really much a new game could offer. Right? Because Classic has years of content. And now on top of that, it looks like it's updated for 2026. It'd be amazing. And that's a popular thing in gaming right now, is remastering old games that people were fond of back in the day. And some have been pretty good. I played Dead Space Remastered. Never played Dead Space before back in the day, but that game was awesome. And supposedly a lot of people who played Dead Space back in the day liked it as well. So there's some pretty good remasters out there, and I think they should probably keep on doing that. The problem is once they're done doing remastered, sort of like how Blizzard is, they kind of have to start making new games. Right? And really the only game that Blizzard hasn't remastered yet is World of Warcraft Classic. They've remastered StarCraft, the original. They remastered Warcraft 3, Warcraft 2, the original Warcraft RTS game. Diablo 2 got a remaster. I'm not too sure if Diablo 1's gotten one yet. So, World of Warcraft's on the list. That's for sure. It's like the only game they haven't remastered yet. I think they're just saving it for like a content drought. Like in the middle of midnight when there isn't much going on in retail, midnight, and then I don't know how they would do it with Classic, because I think content's going to be like just going out so fast in Classic. It's going to be kind of hard for people to get bored. I think the problem with Classic, with that speed though, is people are going to have a tough time feeling like they can catch up, and they're just not even going to attempt to try, which is kind of lame. I kind of like it when it's a little slower pace, because you can play at a slower pace like an hour a day and still be able to do everything. But the way this content's going out, it seems like it's going to be really fast. But even if you started now, and 6 months from now, you get to 70, 5 to 6 months, like you're really taking your time. Like an hour a day, probably 5 months, 6 months, something like that. Might be a little less than that, I'm not too sure. But you'll probably have your character up by the middle of Phase 3, I think. Or just at the beginning of Phase 3 is when your character will be 70, so you might miss out on Black Temple a little bit, but that's when your character will start catching up, and then you'll get to really enjoy the final few phases. And your character will 100% be ready for the Zul'Aman phase, which is the catch-up phase. So it's not a bad phase to actually hit 70, because you can still do all the raids like SSC and Tempest Keep and Karazhan. Everyone will be doing all those raids still. Nightslayer, Gruulslayer, Black Temple. Should I head over here, or should we just do the quest? I think we'll just do the quest, guys. That'll be the plan. Because it's a lot of traveling. But I would like to eventually go there. Take us like 30 minutes just to go like up here and then there and then over here. Felwood has a flight point here as well. TBC has so many flight points for Alliance. Alliance actually gets a kind of a lot better flight point wise in TBC, because the flight points for Alliance suck in vanilla. You pretty much don't have many. The STV is the worst. At least you have this now. It used to be just this flight point, and then your next flight point would be all the way up in Duskwood. Like, nothing in the middle there. And then same with Felwood. Felwood was sort of like that too. Like, you didn't have this flight point. You had to go all the way up here for a flight point. Horde has one here. In the middle of the zone. You notice that quite a bit, that the Horde have their flight points in the middle of the zone, and then the Alliance get the one in like the corner. Or like nobody wants to have their flight point. Yeah, we're getting a lot of flight points episode. Last few episodes. We could get these later, and then Earth back, I guess, to Ratchet. We're ready for Black Fathom Deeps, though. We'll hit 22 soon. So we get this Warlock quest done. Start trying to get into Shadowfang Keep, like Black Fathom Deeps, and the Stormwind Stockades. We have so many dungeons to do, guys. That's the awesome thing about TBC. The pace is good. Like, you don't really have to wait very long to get to the next dungeon because you're leveling so quickly. Kind of just focus on one dungeon to the next. And we have to get into Shadowfang Keep pretty soon. We'll do that after this quest and we collect some more flight points. Really good gear in that dungeon for us. Robes of Aragal. 5 stam, 9 intellect, 3 spirit, 12 spell and healing power. Cloth chest. Belt of Aragal, 10 intellect, 3 spirit, 2 spell and healing power. It's like this got nerfed a bit. It is different, and stats are different in TBC. We're actually going to start seeing Horde now, which is kind of cool. We'll do a little bit of world PvP, guys. Should try to get revenge on a mage, or fight a mage. So we got Frost bolted down in episode 1. Those Frost bolts are fast, man. Compared to Shadow Bolts. I started with the dot. It's probably a mistake. But I don't think it would have mattered because his Frost Bolts were like going out way too quickly for me to handle. But once we get this Succubus, guys, watch out. Pretty good PvP pet. A lot of CC. And they hit kind of hard. Better than the Voidwalker and also the Imp. Journey to Stone Town. Soram Strand would be a decent quest to pick up. There's no quest for Alliance Shadowfang Keep. So we can just hopefully find a group that will summon us there. Or we'll be making a long trip, which is not a bad thing because you can get quite a few flight points on that journey to Shadowfang Keep. Really like Ashenvale. It has a pretty cool vibe to it. Maybe we'll pick up the Zoram Strand, guys. It's not a bad quest for outside of...
There is evil lurking on our northwestern coast, known as the Zoram Strand. It is the resting place of the doomed city of Zoram, destroyed during the Sundering and submerged beneath the seas. It has been lost to the Night Elves for ages. Lost and nearly forgotten. Now the Naga have returned, and for what reason we do not know, but reason matters little. We must slay these fiends and throw them back to the depths. Return to me when your mission is complete.
Oh, can we even get in there? I just run from this shaman. Hitting me so fast with that Bloodlust. 30% attack speed. That's also in TBC. Yeah, Bloodlust. And Time Warp. Forgot to get the flight point here, so I'm going back. I'm wondering how the heck we get this quest completed. It's probably not that way, where all the Furbolgs are.
Where would you like to fly to?
Maybe this way? Oh yeah, what a way to level up, guys. Alright, so we're level 22. Thinking about taking Amplified Curse here. Increases the effect of your next Curse of Doom or Curse of Agony by 50%, or your next Curse of Exhaustion by an additional 20%. Lasts 30 seconds. So take that. Put it on our bars here. Amplify Curse. Need to add more keybinds here. Maybe let's put it here. Looks like there are... Let's go to the road here. We'll check this unlit torch. Light the unlit torch near a fire. Use the burning torch to set the archaeologist's cart on fire. Is that it? I don't think that's it. That's an item. It's a offhand. And they're there. Maybe we can get there from here? Actually, we'll check this out first. Some buffs up. 4 intellect, 4 stam. So we'll be fighting many other warlocks. See how fast we can blow this imp up. Try Amplify Curse on the next target. Sarfog's like threat is amazing now. There we got Torment rank 2. Yeah, there it is right over there. That's the tree, the Heartswood. That's where it all happened, guys. Now we know why there's a bunch of warlocks here. I always wondered why this place had a bunch of warlocks around it. Makes sense. It's where the warlock quest is. Let's amplify our curse here. Those dots are ticking, guys. If Sarfog might go down. Sarfog, stay alive. Fear. Fear didn't work. Don't worry, I got it, Sarfog. Just tell you to chill. Tell you to taunt soon. Get some dots up. Just take a break, Starfog. Everything will be okay. Yeah, it looks like we made it. Let's have a little drink here and a bite to eat. Stam helped out a little bit there. Give Sarfog a little bit of a health funnel here. It's rank 2 now, so it's going up pretty quick. We're not losing that much health. Let's deal with this guy. We'll open this. We got the Heartswood. Alright, so let's make our way out of here. Be nice to go this way. Give him a little bit more health. Let's see if I Shadow Bolt first, if he can hold on. No. No, wait, wow. Very strong opener. That's way better. Yeah, that taunt's pretty strong now. Go open on this imp. Just blow him up. Alright, let's head over here and we will check out this wooden figurine that we need. So there's a copper vein there. Kind of past copper at the moment, but could farm it. Just want to focus on this quest though. Never done this quest before. I don't even remember this little shack here. Or a little log house, whatever they call it. Oh, we got the unlit torch. So now we have to light the unlit torch near a fire. And use the burning torch to set the archaeologist's cart on fire. So where the heck's the fire at? Let's find it. There's the cart there.
Peace be with you.
Luna Door. I am Cyrodian. My partner Relathor and I are looking to unearth the lost artifacts of our people. Much is remembered by the older Kaldori. There is no telling what tales have been forgotten. Without any intervention, they will vanish from this world forever. You found anything recently? Work has been stymied as of late. Our dig site have been overrun by both the Forsaken and the Cult of the Dark Strand. The Sentinels are keeping them corralled to the ruins. I just hope they don't cause too much damage while they're there. The last item we recovered was a wooden effigy depicting two figures. I gave it to Relithor, and he's been trying to piece together its history. You can find him upstairs. Ah! There's our fires. Requires a cooking fire. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I can't make those. My partner and I are yeah, blah, blah. Why, yes, a fascinating statuette depicting two night elves of rest. Iridian excavated it from Bathran's haunt just hours before the Forsaken encroached and forced him away from the ruins. I actually know where a fire is here. He gave it to me when he returned to the house, and I've been investigating it since. It was carved from wood native to Ashavale and dates back thousands of years, approximately to the War of the Satyr. The two figures are male, but I haven't been able to glean any more information about who they were. Will you sell me the statue? Selling the statue, most certainly not. When Ceridian handed it to me, it made me think of, well, make me feel, I don't know. I seem to have lost my words. My apologies. I probably sound foolish getting attached to some frivolous curio. Regardless, I am sorry to say that the statue is not for sale this time. Okay, well that's probably why we want to burn their cart. If they won't sell it to us, we'll terrorize their operation. And I know exactly where to go. Talon. Talon has a little fire going on next to him. But we're going to call this episode here, guys. And next episode, we will complete this this question. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.